Hello lovely people, welcome back for another playthrough of Dragon Age the Veilguard. In the last video, we ended up with Rook and friends reporting back about the demise of the Veil Jumpers at the Meta Crossing, and met Morrigan, who advised them to look around for things that may help them defeat the Elven Gods. So we'll be going back to the ritual site in Arlethon Forest to find Solas's blue lyrium dagger. Let's play.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
I'm not. Nev, I'm not. I don't blame you. Or Rook. Or anyone.
So just yourself? How's that working out?
Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting, you push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solas's dagger. It'll be a start. Look.
There's magic lingering in this spot. Strong. Old.
The dagger was here. Something took it. Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
Look, there it goes.
There seems to be some distinction as to when we're in a part of a temple or not. Temple structures seems to be more ornate with ghost statues, trims, and mosaic moldings. Go is a symbol of divinity in many religions and cultures because of its rarity, beauty, and resistance to tarnish, which make it a symbol of eternity. Now, because we've been introduced to harmonics and resonance in ancient elven magic, gold is also the top transmitter of sound in comparison to all other solid materials. Not sure if that was the intention in the design of the models, but it's still cool to think it may have some relationship or intention.
Big Darkspawn coming right at us! We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there. That magical device.
I still haven't built up the muscle memory of what button to press for attacks, but I'm trying. This is eerily beautiful, if that makes sense.
What if you directed the beam at that device? Good work. Let's keep on the trail. Darkspawn don't usually collect things, do they?
Solus's dagger is special. They might have been drawn to it.
Anyone spot that ghoul? It must have come this way. We got company.
Look out! More darkspawn ahead.
More darkspawn coming out of those pools. Better be ready. Got him good, Rook.
The ultimate WWE slam Rook does is hilarious, but a very fun combat mechanic.
Take him out!
Rook takes credit there. Did you find the dagger?
I don't think these darkspawn took it. Let's keep looking.
In Dragon Age Origins, I used to have my warden stand next to the waterfall in the Brazilian forest at the start of the werewolf campaign. This is a little nostalgic for me.
Over there, a dagger thief.
More blight in the way.
Such a somber melody underlining the petrified figures I'm looking at. Cole did say they made bodies from the earth. I wonder if these were experiments that didn't turn right. I'm just regurgitating my thoughts, but they are enchanting to look at.
Ugh. And there's probably another one.
Nicely done. I mean, it's gross, but you can't argue with results.
Nev said exactly what's on my mind.
trouble scouted.
Let's end this.
Hit him now! They're hitting us from afar!
Lace wins again.
Look, another one of those magical beams. There are 2 of these devices this time. I bet we'll need to direct beams at both of them.
That's one. Now to find the other.
Good work. Now let's see what's behind that gate.
Company, get ready.
Whatever you say.
Now there's a nice shot.
You got him.
Eyes open.
Time to clean up!
Time to finish it. Nice move, Rook.
The sticks on my controller is kind of loose and wobbly, so when I try to press R and L straight down, it ends up moving Rook, unless all controllers are like that. Maybe I just need to master the sticks because I'm still a fledgling with the controllers. Man, if you really explore around the landscape, you just keep finding loot. I'm going to cut out the inventory lookup to get through the playthrough unless I'm updating the character's skill tree.
That has to be the ghoul we're tracking.
Better hope it still has the dagger.
Get ready!
Move fast.
Delirium.
Harding? Harding!
This is the eternal hymn, the prayer and the proclamation. Isatuno. We are free again, whole again, here again, here again.
Harding!
I can hear it. The Song of the Stone. What is happening to me? What the?
Are you moving those rocks?
I don't know. I don't know how to control it.
I was just as excited to see Harding with magic in the trailer as I was to see the wolf springing up to bite the dragon, I thought to myself that it's about time the Titans wakes up, because how are we going to get rid of all that blight, right? It's awesome that they are speaking through Harding, but I wonder why the hive mind didn't trigger the same way when the essence of the Titan's heart or guardian jumped into Volta in the Descent DLC. Is it because Volta isn't a surfacer like Harding? Or maybe the Titans are trying to find as much of his children to connect to, I guess.
They're coming from the right.
We did see a Tig in one of the trailer teasers, so maybe we're taking Harding there. I don't know.
Take them out.
End it now! Move quick!
Someone follow up.
Behind you! Watch it!
Gotta move. Just a moment. Hold on. Not quite yet. That dagger. What did it do to me?
Not sure, but we should get back. We'll talk it through there.
Your pet has failed, sister. And now the magic of the Dreadwolf's dagger is hidden from me. Fen Harel meddles once again.
If his dagger's beyond our reach, we must craft another. Made of red lyrium.
Sister? Sister as in fellow female cohort, or sister?
You said something took you over,
Something like that?
and it's still with you.
Yes. I think so. It can't be possession, can it?
I doubt it. Dwarves can't be possessed. They aren't connected to the Fade. Solus's dagger triggered this event. But how? Or why? I'm sorry, Lace. I wish I had answers.
It's all right. Talking has helped. And hey, we got the dagger, right? Mission accomplished. Dwarves have never used magic. We can't.
It's a wonderful gift. You must be proud.
But I didn't do anything to earn this. How could I be proud? I don't even know how it happened. It's all a little strange. But not in a bad way. I feel connected.
To
To the stone. Dwarves call ourselves children of the stone. Some of us have what we call stone sense. Those that have it can feel caves, lyrium veins, and faults in the rock. I wasn't one of them. Maybe the dagger unlocks something hidden. But this is more than the stone sense I know. I hope you're right that this is a gift. I'd be heartbroken if it caused problems.
as long as you're throwing rocks at the bad guys and not me.
Don't give me a reason to, then.
No promises.
I'll send word to the Grey Wardens about the blight we saw. And then I'm gonna lie down.
And we need more answers about what the gods are planning. I'll find some place to relax and try to reach Solus in the Fade.
Good luck. Try not to let him get to you. It feels like we're finally making some progress. And I'm not sure what my new magic's about, but I know it feels right.
With their eyes on the Dreadwolf and the gods he'd set loose, they couldn't see their own personal demons coming to haunt them. Harding told herself it felt right. She was connected to the stone, to the lost titans, and all of dwarven history, with its buried secrets. How could that be anything but good?
Ooh, the hand that comes out of the lava? I think it's lava. It resembles those stone hands that we're seeing a lot on the surface, so... Oh man, can you imagine? I mean, one of those hands, like one of those fingers, is as long as 2 rooks, or 2.5 rooks, depending on what race you picked.
Guess I should find some place to try to talk to Solus.
I have so many questions about Nev's comment in which Solus's dagger triggered the event that reconnected Harding with the Titans. So, okay, huge tinfoil here, alright? So maybe when the dagger pierced the veil, which is a metaphysical barrier or a magical vibration that repels the Fade, and its blue lyrium blade touched the spirit realm before it got lodged into the ground. Did the, vibration in the magic or having blue lyrium touch the spirit realm has anything to do with reawakening the stone? In Dragon Age Origins, I believe we see blue lyrium veins in the Fade, right? When you play that whole, campaign. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's bringing back the idea from Dragon Age Origins, in which the Fade and the Earth were conjoined. And that's why blue lyrium veins would have been in the spirit realm, or dream realm, however you call it.
Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Oh, it would take me a while to get used to the aquatic sounds to fall asleep to. I think I'll be more worried about the glass breaking. That's my hang-up. I have to say, I truly appreciate the display on what a certain ultimate attack does and looks like. It makes such a difference for a visual learner like me to understand the mechanic that way. Do I have a specific build in mind for my first rook? I only have a faint idea based on how comfortable or how well I'm doing with combat, and what I love. Ooh, shield volley. It may be right up my alley. I'm loving my shield throw and I need to increase my survivability. Also, I think I've gotten a few messages here and there that Caden needed more rage for certain attack.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look at it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. I don't know if I see a hero's face, but it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in a mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this. This piece is all that's left of the artifact that trapped Varric and the others in Arlethan Forest the day we met. Only thing left of my time with the Veiljumpers too. Strife said he didn't want to see me again until I'd gotten some sense pounded into my head. I'll never regret saving everyone, but I probably could have been more apologetic about disobeying orders. I hope I can make it right with Strife one day.
I absolutely love how my rook's backstory unfolded through reminiscing where and how he got those artifacts and items. I don't know if our choices will have any effects to the characters later on, but we'll just see.
A meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training. The number of times I banged my head against this book trying to make the concepts work. But that training has kept me alive so far. Right, that's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, it was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and ghilan'nain.
Wow, what a question. I don't know, man. Let's be honest here.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
With the Veil Jumpers, I was in a dangerous part of the forest full of wild magic. My team got free, but not everyone did. There were a lot of people still trapped, including Varric.
So you went in, against orders, and freed them?
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and ghilan'nain escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
I don't understand. Algernon and ghilan'nain were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth, and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
What would they need to do to free the Blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
When the Dalish elves started the Veil Jumpers, we uncovered a lot about how terrible our gods were. I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Algernon and ghilan'nain care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and ghilan'nain.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and the corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
What? The Blight in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned. Okay, we saw the illustration, or animation more like, of the Black City. And Varric narrates that it is from there that ghilan'nain, or the Evaneras, want to tap into the light, all of it, in order to control the world. Major tinfoiling here, totally off the cuff. I'm thinking that the city was originally a temple city, belonging to one of the Evaneras. There's two in mind. One, of course, Andrew. A script found in the Temple of Mythal say that Andrew went into the void, hunted the Forgotten Ones, got herself blighted, and then got her land blighted. So she's a possibility. The other one is Dirthabit. In his lost temple, you can find a stone slab with a carving of what looks like a tower or a temple. And there's a vision of this stone slab in the Fade. And as I said earlier, structures of the temple cities are usually ornate and decorated with gold. And maybe that's why they had a vision of a golden city. Now here is something super interesting. Andrew and Dirthaman seems to have a relationship with ghilan'nain. In Dalish lore, ghilan'nain is known to be Andrew's lover, while there's a wall painting of a bear embracing a figure that looks like ghilan'nain. And it's easy to find because if you go to the horse stall in Skyhold, it's right on the wall. Do they have a romantic threesome? I don't know. But somehow ghilan'nain knows how to control the blight. So the three of them have some shared knowledge. But what about Mythal? It was said in Dalish lore, I think, that Mythal stole Andrew's knowledge of the void. So she probably did discover something. Now we have the confirmation that the 7 Magister Siderios did bring a little piece of the blight back to the waking world.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? That first ill-fated Arlathan expedition. Not the recent one. Demons just kept coming for us. Dozens. Hundreds. But you didn't give up. You found a path out of that forest, led us from the darkest depths back to safety. Lost that magic map. Pissed off some historians, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You took him back to the Veil Jumpers.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, alright?
I don't know why Rook didn't mention to Varric that Solus knew of him working with Varric all along. They totally lost the element of surprise that the Inquisitor wanted. And you know what? My friend asked if I saw that note about the mayor and what he's been doing prior to the event. Unfortunately, I did not find it, because if I did, my Rook's response would have been quite different. Yay, I got access to the caretaker. Oh, new skins? Very cool. Oh, it's a crafting system to upgrade stuff. Okay, sweet. Let me pick the shield first to see what it does. And plus 17 on damage and plus 23 on stagger. Hell yes.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
This is great. Thanks, Nev.
It's what I'm here for.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
I get the feeling you have a lot of dramatic stories.
One or two.
So we talked to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Cool touch, but I wouldn't want to praise anything symbolizing ghilan'nain by having a hala in the courtyard. Hell no.
Toldar is a tunal. Veilguard, Velos Atreidum. But Velos Atreidum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're busy. I shouldn't interrupt.
No, wait, sorry. Please stay. We can talk. About the stone. About Isatunal. Maybe explaining it to someone else will help get my thoughts in order.
So what is it? What does it mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
What's important is that you're happy.
Happy? Happy's not it. Whole. Right, maybe. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
I'm sorry if I'm repeating things, but I'm thinking out loud. So, Isai Tunal, or Issei Tunal, is a statement of affirmation, a statement of existence or being, which describes how the dwarves once were, but also an eternal hymn that encompasses all time, all spaces. Okay, hymns are songs written for prayer or adoration, and are often addressed to a deity or prominent person. Sounds to me that the Song of the Titans reverberated since the time of creation of the earth, and the dwarves must have been created at the same time. But two things that's confusing is Varric didn't awaken to the stone at the same time as Harding did. Solus believes that reducing worshippers of the Avaneres would weaken Algernon and ghilan'nain, so would it strengthen the stone if we increase the believers in the Titans? That's maybe a reason why we need to really reconnect the dwarves. More like Harding got chosen to do that.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Caden just sachets out.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Oh man, I have a lot to look at around here. Don't mind me. I'll trim down my sightseeing, I promise.
Blight, roots, and magical seals? What's through there? Yeah, this dog seems sturdy. So, you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes. Can't travel this way.
The gods are trying to slow us down, which means we can do some real good here.
Titan, is that one of you reaching for something?
we sail. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
This is interesting. I think I expected more spirits, you know? I wouldn't have guessed that these spirits have shapes. Their designs are reminiscent of the spirits who gave our wardens riddles to answer in the quest to reach the urn of Andraste's sacred ashes in Dragon Age Origins.
More death, more power!
The Fater! That's where they're breaking through.
Gods and their fade tearing. Let's cut them off!
I call for more!
I'm about to have a problem.
Death is weakness!
Can't get along.
I am driven to strength!
Hey, Rook, nice shot.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
We're not alone.
My faith The faithful cannot die!
Would you look at Rook?
Sound design is half of any gaming experience. It is why I turned up the ambiance and lowered the music. I even like how Rook's shoes scuffs across each peg as he slides down the ladder.
We will bleed you. I am empowered. The strength of Empire.
Oops. How do you cancel an attack?
I am driven to strength!
I literally thought that the shield would fly out of Rook's hand and return like a boomerang, but hey, I'm not complaining. This is my go-to attack.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Clear out.
I admit, sometimes I forget to use the companion's tactical HUD, but this guy does a lot of AoEs.
Right, on him!
Whatever that creature left might be handy for us.
That the last of them?
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long.
am your...
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
The Alluvian's working. We're finding help. It's not a bad start.
This started with us failing to finish the last job.
Okay, it's not a bad second start.
Maybe the third will be perfect.
Alright, we made it to the end. This video is longer than usual, but I think it might be the format that I'll be using from this point on to get through the game faster. I hope you like my musings and speculations. Again, I'm playing this game slow and steady and try to just absorb everything. So thank you for sticking with me and watch me make a fool out of myself. If you liked what you saw, please press like and subscribe. See you next time.